I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell anyone for years. Because where I'm from, to be called a gay person, a sissy or a lesbian, those are fighting words. You don't want anyone to think you're that. Okay? So, I kept it all in, and I put more of my energy into my education, into my schoolwork. So, 18, no boys. I don't call boys and stuff like that. My parents didn't really think that it was strange. They just thought that I was really into my education. It was just that, I never had a desire to have a relationship with a guy.
The third stage I call exploration. And this is the stage where the individual explores and experiments with this sexual identity that they are discovering. And it's the stage of adolescence, which is, a normal and healthy developmental stage. But because society does not really condone or encourage a homosexual adolescence, many people go through this stage outside of chronological adolescence.
I can't explain exactly how I knew this, but he always seemed a little bit different. And having a younger son who's only a year younger than he, I felt that their personalities and traits were such that I knew that Jamie was going to be a special child. Through his elementary school years, he was always called a fag, which I found unusual, that the other children were very sensitive to his personality trait already. By the time he was in junior high school, I saw him struggling, and right before his 16th birthday, I asked him if he was gay. Initially, I felt relief to know the answer, and then I felt extreme sadness. Sadness for myself on a selfish note, that I was not going to experience grandchildren from this child. I was not going to experience the wedding we all dream of. That suddenly my world came crashing down because my son was a homosexual. I spent my first evening crying. I literally sobbed. And then he and I sat down and discussed what we could do to parent him as a gay man. I also felt fear. I felt fear for the hate crimes that are evident in our society. And then I felt pride. I felt proud of my son to be able to acknowledge who he was at such a young age, and that he was so proud of himself to be able to come out to us as a family and to the community.